Hi everyone, just wanted to give you an update on how we're doing since arriving in England in our quarantine hotel. We arrived last night. Our flight arrived a little earlier, which was good, but it's still quite late. Children hungry and tired. When we got to immigration, there's a special route just for redlist countries, so we managed to actually get to the front of the queue. It was probably a bit quicker actually to get to see the immigration officer. Really nice and friendly. And then we were escorted all the way out to the bus from different people, to get our luggage. They were actually really helpful. It was a bit bizarre that one of the guys wanted to give Josh a high five, so I'm not sure that's what you do when you're in a pandemic, but that's what happened. And a few men outside in the bus without masks on. We just think it's a bit bizarre that they were handling the suitcases with no gloves on, and then you get in a bus with about 20 other people who come from red list countries as well, and so you're in the bus together, but then you can't leave the hotel room. It just seems a bit bizarre, not very quarantine if you're in a bus with lots of people. Nevertheless, we're in the bus. Thankfully we didn't have to wait very long. We've heard of stories having to wait hours, but I think we got there at the right time. We just waited 10-15 minutes and there was a bus to the nearby Heathrow airports, because some people now, because the hotels near the airport are booked, there's people going to Ealing, going into the city, lots of different hotels, because there's just so many people. So thankfully we got here okay. Nothing to complain about the hotel. We arrived and he went through everything with us. Washing our clothes, we can only have 7 items of clothing each washed in these 10-11 days. Seems as we've got a small suitcase of dirty washing already, we just are gonna work out how many items of clothing we've got to last us, and then see about. We can get more clothes washed, but it just means we have to pay extra money for that. And we've already ordered all the food we want to have for the next 10 days. We've been asked to order it already for breakfast, lunch and dinner. We had some breakfast this morning, didn't we, Joshua?
Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast?
I had porridge.
You had some porridge? Had some porridge, and we had fresh fruit and yogurts. And it was a bit late, right? It says it was going to arrive between 8 and 10, so at 9:30 I sent a message saying, children are hungry, when's it going to be here? But thankfully, and then you can choose from an egg, a sausage or a bacon sandwich. And then you get yogurts, and let me show you. We've got a little fridge, so just saw on YouTube how to keep things cool. So here's our fridge in the window, and here we got some for breakfast. Each morning you get some fresh fruit, get yogurt and some granola and a pastry. So this we haven't eaten yet, so we're rationing, so when we're a bit hungry later we can have it. We get that with some juice that we in our fridge. We've got some salad that we didn't eat from yesterday. So it's a good tip to keep things cold. So that's what we had, and then we had a nice meal. We were able to get some nice hot food when we arrived last night, and Joshua was already asleep, but we were awake, so we were able to order a pizza, some sweet chili noodles, and cheesecake for dessert, and a brownie. So just hoping to not get fat over the next 10 days with all this food. But so far so good. We've got nothing to complain about. This is our room for the next 10 days. So here you can see we've got this bed. We've actually got 2 interjoining rooms. So you get to the other room through here, because there's 4 of us. It'd be too little space for 4 of us. We've only got this space to keep our clothes, so we're keeping them in the suitcases for the time being. But yeah, so we've had our first night. You slept alright, didn't you, Joshua?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Yeah.
So far we're excited, so we'll see how we get on for the rest of the week. We're allowed to go out for 15 minutes every day, but we just have to let them know an hour beforehand, and then someone will come and escort us out onto the car park. So that's time when I think we're just going to run around and use up our energy, make the most of it. So we'll see what today's going to bring, and we'll give you an update soon.